Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Dungeon. Ni idea no motomeru no wa mashigate yurotaro ka Memoria Freese. Or Dungeon no kohiro wa mashigate masu ka Memoria Freese. Y2, ARGONAUT, The Clown's March, Part 1 thing? ARGONAUT Part 1, The Clown's March. Revisited stuff. So, anyway, this is going to be a minute of listening to a very rad tune. I know that this is a rad tune, and I want to hear it the entire afternoon, because it is so rad. There is 12 days till Memoria Freese second season. It's gonna be so much fun, but we're going to have to wait. But until that day, we're gonna be doing the same things that we always do. Alright, I finally got that tune down. That's a pretty good start. So yeah, episode 900. Yes, 999. No, episode 424. Yep, there you go. That's the number. Alright. So yeah, welcome to episode 424, where we're going to be revisiting all the levels thus far in said ARGONAUT event. I can't say rerun, so that's why I'm doing revisited, because that makes a lot more sense. Tomorrow, I will be back with the whole ARGONAUT thing. I'll probably do an hour episode just to make up for lost time. So yeah. Anyway, what matters is that we are back. We are back on the rad attack after a day of happiness, I guess. We got some extra stamina, that's always good. So, let's get our usual stufferoons for the day. So, that's a thing. Okay. And yeah, let's start revisiting some of these things. So I still haven't done the offline stuff. I'm actually going to do that tonight. So yeah, so let's just go back to the very first level. Okay, so that's done. So now we're just going to be clearing all of this in this mode. So yeah, let's do that exact thing while we talk about some fun stuff. So, if I didn't mention it last episode, I'm not sure if I did or not, but I watched a movie. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I watched a movie last episode, or yesterday. Yeah, but I'm not sure if I mentioned that it was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which came out December, but I only recently saw it for the first time. I heard a lot of good reviews about it, and when I heard that it was coming out on Netflix, I was super hyped, but I hadn't been spoiled about anything. I only saw, like, the trailers, and I saw that movie yesterday, loved it, absolutely loved it, loved it so much that I actually watched it with my mom today, and I might watch it a few more times by myself, just because it's so visually stunning. So that's always fun. Besides that, what else? Besides that, ooh, hold on. I will be right back. Sorry about that. Yeah, but it's just such a visually stunning movie. Yeah, I hope to watch it a few more times. Funny thing is that I finished watching that movie and I'm like, even though we have it free on Netflix, I mean, Netflix isn't free, but you know what I mean. We have it available on Netflix, which means I can just watch it anytime I want. Even though we have it on Netflix, we meaning my family, I still would buy it, digital wise, just because I feel like that's a movie I definitely watch, like, during a road trip, or just offline, like, if I was on a train or anything, like, if I was on any mode of transportation for longer than 2 hours, I would totally watch it, like, just then and there, just because it's such a good movie. I could, like, the last time I saw a movie like that, an animated movie like that, was Zootopia. I do like a bunch of Pixar animated stuff, even though Spider-Man and Spider-Verse ain't Pixar. You know, it's animation at its best. So, yeah, don't get me wrong, I like all Pixar and Disney stuff. I don't know why I said Pixar when Zootopia was made by Pixar. But I just like Zootopia because it was pretty bright. It was cool. It was a pretty rad movie, and I quite enjoyed it. And I actually watched it way too many times than I needed to. But yeah, now the Spider-Man and Spider-Verse is sort of like my new Zootopia, where I'm gonna be scouring the internet just to find a million reactions to the movie if there is any. So that and just watching it by myself or watching with other people who probably haven't seen it. So yeah, that's just how I do things. Besides that, great movie. If you actually haven't seen it, you should see it. If you have seen it, rewatch it. And if you have rewatched it, rewatch it again. And if you have rewatched it again and again, then find people who haven't watched it and watch it with them. That's my advice. But anyway, this is turning into like a movie podcast at this point. This episode, but it's more of a rant, even though it's not a podcast. Technically, since you're technically just hearing my voice, I assume it's just it's a rant. It's not a podcast. If it was a podcast, then this would be titled podcast, but it's not titled Anyway, my point is that it's a good movie. So moving on to another subject, because I totally don't have any of this scripted, because that's just how I do. Stranger Things Season 3 coming on the 4th, which is this Thursday. I know I mentioned that I'm hyped for the new season, but I haven't really talked much about it, I don't think. As of recent, I've mentioned that I'm hyped, but not much besides that, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to just do that, you know? So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about some stuff regarding that. So yeah, obviously it comes out Thursday, and the premiere, I believe, happened, I think, sometime in the last 3 days. Don't exactly know, but I know it happened. Maybe it happened earlier than that, and maybe it was just later uploaded onto YouTube, but I found a lot of clips and a lot of videos on YouTube about the whole thing, about the whole premiere, and it was pretty fun to watch, pretty funny. It was nice to see all of the actors and all that, but, you know, just interview stuff, which isn't amazing, but, you know, it's what we can get. And, yeah, that was fun. There was this playlist compiled for me, that I found, compiled, you know what I mean, that I found, and I watched it, just full of interviews regarding the 3rd season, and it was pretty fun, and my computer is what? Something very weird has happened to my computer, which is weird. Okay, anyway, continuing, because I'm also on my computer at the same time. Also 10-minute mark, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so far we're just trudging through these. We're just destroying these levels like crazy. Yeah, but I'm very hyped for next season. The plan is, because usually every July 4th, me and my parents do something July 4th, you know, just go to a park and celebrate there, you know, just have lawn chairs or whatever, some blankets or like picnic sheet spread things, like picnic sheets, and then just sit on those, and then just watch the fireworks, and then just have that be the thing that we do. But since we don't want to spend too much money, my mom says at least, since we don't want to spend too much money, because of course, if you don't already know, I'm going to Paris very, very soon. We don't want to, she doesn't want to waste money on July 4th stuff, when we could just spend a lot of that money on Paris stuff. So that's the ordeal, and that makes me really happy. I mean, of course, I'd love to celebrate 4th of July and all that, you know, independence from the British and whatnot, but I mean, when I have to decide between that and Stranger Things Season 3 being watched and, quite honestly, binged on that day entirely, you know, I'm gonna have to choose Stranger Things over everything. So yeah, hopefully that'll be a fun thing to do. And, you know, the cool thing is that I'm not going to be watching it alone, because, you know, even though July 4th is a holiday and all that, you'd think I'd just separate from my entire family and just watch it by myself, but, what's cool is that my family's actually really into Stranger Things, and I was second after them because I thought the show was creepy at the time that the first 2 seasons came out, and then I sort of picked up at the beginning of 2018, watched both seasons, and I also watched the behind-the-scenes thing. I think it's called Stranger Things Beyond. I did that all in 4 days. 4 school days, actually, and so, I mean, I don't mean to brag, but, you know, I really didn't have much time on my hands. I had a lot of time on my hands. Anyway, now I'm rewatching it, with my grandma, who's, of course, here, who's going to be going with us to Paris sooner or later. And she's enjoying it, because, you know, on July 4th, I don't want her to be, like, I don't want me, my mom, and my stepdad to just be watching it by ourselves, without my grandma, and so I'm trying to catch her up so then she can watch it, with us on July 4th, and we can understand stuff and things. Alright. I think I've talked enough about Stranger Things Season 3, to an extent. Is there anything else I really want to talk about? Oh yeah, Spider-Man Far From Home coming out. Also, it's coming out, what, Tuesday? So that's gonna be fun, because I know they recently did the Avengers Endgame re-release so they could beat Avatar in the box office, which I'm like, Marvel, alright, we know that Endgame was good, but you know, you don't have to force people to just rewatch Endgame for, like, footage that's not even life-changing to the movie. At least from what I've heard. Not that I've watched the re-release. So, don't at me. But yeah, but I'm excited definitely for Far From Home. I've seen a few interviews from that include Tom Holland, I believe that's how you say his name, Zendaya, or Zendaya, I don't remember. Zendaya, and for the life of me, I wish I could remember the other actor's name. Eric. I think it's like Eric something. Yeah, I've seen a few interviews about Far From Home that include them. One of them is with Jacksepticeye, which I thought was super awesome. There's others I don't remember too well, but still cool all the same. Yeah, I'm happy to see that, especially since it's like the finale of Phase 3, I think it was? Or am I getting that wrong? Like Phase 3 for Marvel, or... It's either the beginning of Phase 3 or the the end of Phase 3 or the beginning of Phase 4. I really forget, but whatever. Anyways, excited about that. Is there anything else I want to add more on to Far From Home? Not 100% sure. Well, obviously I'm going to be really excited to see it, just because continuation from Endgame, and of course the new Spider-Man. In my opinion, Tom Holland has really just Tom Holland's Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man, I think, because I mean I haven't watched all the Spider-Man movies, like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 and 3. I think there was a third one with Tobey Maguire. I believe. I don't know much. I may have watched some snippets from it, but not so much that I remember all of it. But I can say with absolute certainty that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is awesome. So that's going to be a fun thing to watch. Because, again, more Spider-Man. I really can't get enough of Spider-Man. It's honestly, I have the game for the PS4. I've watched the movies, again, not the Tobey Maguire movies, but I've basically just come to love Spider-Man more than any other superhero in the MCU thus far, as of Phase 3. Anyway, there may be better ones, who knows. I don't know much. Anyway, so I think that's all we're gonna talk about with Far From Home. What else can I talk about? I know that I've talked a little bit about Season 2 of Memoria Freese. But I guess I'll talk about expectations, I guess, because that's a thing I can do. Because I don't believe there have been any more trailers than the one that was released, being the only one that I saw. So if there have been others, I'm sorry, I didn't watch it, I don't know things. But yeah, I expect a lot of greatness from the new season. Whether it had... Like, really, I still want, like, the same of the same old, but just a mixture of whatever new stuff that comes to light could bring, if that makes sense. So, excited about that. And other expectations, I want more Hermes. Hermes really, honestly, one of my favorite gods in the whole show. More Hermes. More Freya, if there isn't already, because evil potato. More Finn, because I feel like that needs to happen. Definitely more Loki, just more of everyone. Like I said, more of the same old, and then a mixture of the new things, which I think everyone wants new things and old things. By the way, 20-minute mark. So that'll also be really fun to get through. I'm assuming it's going to be 13 episodes as well, just like the first season, but not 100% sure on that either. If it's more, then that'd be great. Besides that, not much else. Not much else. That's really all I have. That's really all I have to talk about. Freaking, we talked about... How much did we talk about? We talked about the Spider-Verse, Stranger Things, Far From Home, Memoria, Freese, in like under 22 minutes, so. I don't know why I'm pointing that out, making it sound like it's amazing. It's not life-altering, it's not incredible, but it's cool, I guess. Yeah, we're almost about done with this episode. We're close to being done here. I believe, if we haven't already finished. For the greater good, I think. Oh no, okay, so we haven't done very hard, but we are doing hard. So yeah, so there's still a bit more stuff to do. What I may do is this. Hold on. Yeah, so what I might do is that I'll do a secondary one of these in the future. Yeah, I'll probably do another one of these episodes where I just revisit all the previous levels. So I think in this episode, hold on, because I always want to get the title down from now on. So I don't have to continuously just try to remember it and then never forget it again. So yeah, let's just do that while you continue to hear this beautiful music. Let me think. I feel like we're doing well. I gotta be honest with that. I feel like we're doing really good with, how we're spacing out, well, with how I'm spacing out the episodes, when it comes to this event. Because it's going to last till the 30th, which is, like, insane, so I have to make sure this event lasts to the 30th. So, that's just the thing that I have to do. Again, sorry that I have to just extend this episode just a little longer. Just for this. Alright, so we recapped how many? We basically did 12 levels. We recapped 12 levels when we really did a lot more than that, but still, we did levels that were all the same, but just normal and hard. Anyway, yeah, so we did levels 1 through 12, and the next time we do something like this, we'll do like 13 through 26, depending on how long this goes on. So, anyway, I'm sorry if my keyboard typing is very loud, but that's just how I roll. Anyway, sadly, we're going to have to end off this episode of Memoria Freese here. A little longer than the last two, which I'm happy about. And hopefully, next episode, I'll be back. I think I said I would. That'll be back with the whole ARGONAUT stuff. You know, properly, we'll continue it. Hoping the next episode is an hour, and if it's not, well then potatoes, but if it is, then get yourself ready for cool stuff. But anyway, arigato gozaimasu for watching another episode of the Dungeon no Koiromashi. Goddamn, let's go, everybody. Y2 episode 422, 424. Till then, arigato gozaimasu for watching, and sayonara.